long I haven't done this for. Yeah, I am here. I am here. I have been muted. Yeah, and I can hear myself on my phone now, so I can turn that off. Wow. Unprofessional, but yeah, you've got to forgive me. It's been a while since I've done this. Like I said, the dream team is back, old school. Me sitting in Discord in the commentary booth, Rhino streaming. Couldn't get more old school than that. But yeah, here we go. Yugen versus eWolves. It's the Majors semi-final. And we are live, as Du is about to pull off a shot. Gio makes the save, and Yugen have took an early lead in this one. 1-0, Borgar puts it in. And yeah, eWolves stunned. Gio makes an initial big save, but it just fell perfectly for Borgar. Yeah, the voice sounded good, actually. I listened to a little bit of it on my phone just to make sure my voice was coming through. And it sounded good, actually, considering it's Discord mic. But there we go. Good stuff. Chucky to Jay. Frozen. Frozen stopped by Jerry. You can look up for this, and this could be a problem for eWolves. I think Jerry was looking for Tet there on the overlap, but Tet, we know he has that defensive duties in mind. Just sat back there. Didn't want to take any chances. Let me just put my chat in front of me. Sorry, I've got it on my phone here. What's interesting is I can't go to chat only mode for some reason, when normally I can, which is really weird. But yeah, whatever. I've put her on 1060p on my phone anyway, so that it doesn't really matter. Dap Dap finds Yikes to Moon. Yikes to Moon to Borgar. Yugen looking to add a second here, but Chucky does well. Dispossesses Borgar. Now Frozen on the ball. Interesting eWolves side this. They don't have Godrock. I know Rhino probably would have showed you the lineup, so that's not a big deal that I haven't read them out. But Godrock is obviously a big miss for eWolves. He's obviously the best player for them. He makes things tick. And they're certainly going to miss a player of his caliber in this match. Du looking to dribble his way through, but he's stopped. And now, yeah, Scum is banned, Kime dead, and Rock gone, apparently. So that's three big players who normally would be playing in these matches. I know Scum drops in and out of the side. But Kime and Rock would definitely be playing in this. And this is a big semi-final. Maybe they're hoping that they'll get them players back. Well, maybe not Scum, but they'll get Kime and Rock back for the second leg, which will help them out massively. But they've got to keep this scoreline down, because if they do let Yugen score too many, it might go out of their reach. That's a ball through from Tet to Yikes to Moon, who does get there. Yikes to Moon. On the right-hand side, crosses into the box, headed away by Chucky. Du's on the edge, goes for the shot. Blocked by Chucky. I was about to say, goes for the chalk. That was like a mix between Chucky and shot. Du. Ball in from Du. Very KM-like ball that, but nobody was reading that at the back post. We do have 29 viewers, which is a good set of viewers. Hopefully more and more people will start dripping into the stream as we go on. Marega to Chucky. At least it says 29 on my phone. I know sometimes the phone has a fake number. Du. Oh, Du's managed to get between Jay and Frozen far too easily there. And he's on the left-hand side. Pulls it back. Yikes to Moon does just about get there. Tet crosses in. Headed away by Chucky. Steve retrieves that from Yikes to Moon. Steve. Out to the Frozen. Frozen tries to thread that to Jinx, but instead Frozen is there. Oh, you could see what Frozen was trying, but the curl was completely wrong. And you can see he's angry about that. He tried to just curl that round the player into Jinx's path. By the way, there is another one. Jinx or Ginix. I always used to call him Ginix. But I know a lot of people call him Jinx. Tet, going for the shot on! Tet's deflected! Deflected effort, almost creeping through past the goalkeeper. Score predictions. Well, it could be 2-0 now because Borgard is through and he waits for Gio to dive. And Gio pre-dove, but ended up still saving it. Rhino said Genix. Oh, yeah, Genix. That's interesting. Genix. Okay. Well, I guess that's another way to say it, yeah. Score predictions. The way this has gone, I'm saying you're gonna edge in this. I don't know whether they'll score a hatful of goals because eWolves do have a good defense. 7-up superior, brother. Yeah, that's definitely a big debate that's been had in the iOS community for a long time. And do just edges past Marega, and it's deflected past the goalkeeper, and Yugen have gone 2-0 up. And yes, eWolves just don't know how to deal with Dues cutting inside. We know he likes to do it. There he just has plenty of room to run into. He pushes past Marega. And maybe Gio wasn't saving that anyway, but you heard it hit somebody. I think it must have hit Chucky. It is 2 legs, so, you know, whatever happens here, you would never count eWolves out, especially if they get Rock and Kime back for the next game. Chucky to Ginix. Chucky. Jay. Marega. Chucky. Isco. Arian says, eWolves not main attack. Yugen not main def. So, yeah, that's an interesting point. It's definitely not Yugen's main def, you would say. Ginix. Plays it to Frozen on the right. Frozen gets a corner. Now, we know eWolves are usually pretty strong at this, so that's when they have Godrock in there. The ball goes in from Frozen, headed away fairly easily by Yugen. And the ball is played down the line, and Chucky should tidy up, and he does. Isco down the left-hand side to Steve. Steve turns inside. Oh, that's a good move by Steve. Puts the ball in, and there it is. eWolves do have one back, and now we have a game on our hands. Come on, man. Headers. There we go. Steve with the ball into the box. Look at that lovely little run by Steve in between them 2 players there, and Ginix just rises the highest. Big head in the box there. That afro must have definitely helped out there. Big screech from Safe by the Bell vibes, you have to say. Yikes the moon to Jerry. Borgar has lost it to Marega. All of a sudden, eWolves playing with a little bit more confidence. Frozen charges forward, but he's just showed too much to Tet. Trying to fight back, and Tet plays it back to Jerry. Jerry into Yikes the Moon. Lindsay. Lindsay to Do. Do to Dap Dap. Dap Dap. Let's give it away to Steve. Isco. Chucky. Now Jay in field. Do has cut that out. And now Do back to Dap Dap. Do. Very tense game this now, as both teams just being scrappy, giving away possession a bit too easily. Who's going to take advantage? Ginix. Short on Stam, but he turns inside, plays it to Frozen on the right, who shoots, and Frozen does equalise for eWolves, and just like that, we are back level pegging 2-2, and Frozen, with the assist from Ginix, plays it across the box, and it's a bit too easy. A bit too easy for my liking. A ball across the box like that with no interception. It's always dangerous. And there you have it. 2-2. Yugen, eWolves now. Only gone and Yugened it, says Marby. That's one way of putting it. Destrant, Steve, exchange a 1-2. Chucky. Jay to Marega. Now Declan's saying 5-3 eWolves. Are we doing predictions now? I suppose now we're back level pegging. It's probably the best time to do predictions again. Yikes to Moon on the ball. We know he likes a shot, but instead plays it out to the left for Tet. Tet crosses it in deep. Oh, Borgar wasn't far away. Yikes to Moon on the edge, goes for the shot. It's blocked. Jinx, that old school Bears player. Frozen to Jay. Chucky. To Isco. Marega. Back to his goalkeeper, Gio. He takes a few touches. Plays it long. Jinx tries to head it down, but instead Yugen win the possession. Not for long, no. Jay dispossesses Tet and plays it back to Frozen. Isco. Isco now on the left. Trying to get past Dap. Goes to the byline, crosses, but it's fell very kindly for Dap there. And now Do to Tet. Out to the left for Yikes to Moon. Tries to play it off Jay and does play it off Jay, and it's a corner kick. Now, let's see. Who've we got? Tet has swapped himself to take the corner kick. Puts it in. It's headed away. I think that was Chucky you got on the end of that. Now, Jinx plays it long, looking for Frozen. Jerry cuts it out. Jerry almost ran into Steve, but does get past him. Finds Dap. Oh, that's dangerous. Dap nearly give it away there. Oh, and Lindsay nearly giving it away as well. Yugen looking a little bit shaky there now at the back. They don't want to be doing that too often when you've got players like Steve and Jinx there. And this is a good run by Borgar. Your fingers, you can never count Yugen out of this still. Do and Borgar are dangerous. And Yikes to Moon, we know, can shoot as well. And that's a good sliding tackle there by Chucky. And a corner kick goes in, and it's a save by Gio. I think it was Borgar who just got a touch on that. Johnny's probably lucky he didn't do that when the ball was heading into his net, but I think he had that one covered. I'd like to think so. Do goes for the long shot because he saw the time was ticking. And it is now half time. 2-2, and yeah. Now we've definitely got a game on our hands. It was looking like for one moment eWolves were going to bottle it. But they, to be fair to them, they have kept themselves in the game. Gio's made a few smart stops. The defense has managed to stop Yugen getting more goals. And it allowed eWolves to get some chances themselves, and they've scored them.
Watching him as the
and now they've got to treat this game as if it's 0-0 again and just try and see if they can take advantage of the situation now they've got themselves back on level terms. But it looks like I've disconnected from the chat, so if you are typing stuff, I do apologise. Let me reconnect here. That's my shit internet.
They're getting balls, they're getting decent possession. As soon
Yeah,
as it goes back
Twitch
to
app on my phone just
one of the midfield
like,
players, it's got to then go in
now,
that
for some
diagonal
reason.
into the box.
But as long as you can still hear me, we go into the second half, and it is 2-2. Timeout has been taken by eWolves, so obviously a little bit of Chucky things apparently from Marega. There we go. I can do chat only now, so I can get rid of the stream on my phone and just look at the chat, which does help. Saves my poor internet. Cow blocking Wi-Fi signal. Yeah, looks like Chucky must be having some issues, which is definitely something that eWolves do not need from their best defender. Definitely not. I've won 0.3 Bitcoin in Discord DMs. Let me click the link to get it. Easy 10K. Well, that's nice to know. Frozen on the right-hand side. Plays it to Jinx, and it's blocked there by Yugen. So they've managed to avoid that early scare there in the second half. Lindsay to Dap Dap. Dap Dap. Inside finds Borgar. Borgar threads it to Tet, but Tet does not get a touch on it. And eWolves can reclaim possession. Destran to Steve. Steve to Chucky. Isco. Back to his goalkeeper, Gio. Gio finds Jay. Jay across to Isco. Now Steve to Isco. Crossfield finds Frozen, but Jerry intercepts. And now here we go with Yugen on the counter. Tet went for the little gap, then decides to go on the outside. But look at that. That's good work from eWolves. They stopped him getting that cross in there. That was really good work from the winger to track back there. Dap Dap. Tries to thread it through, but it's easy, and eWolves can come away with it. Chucky onto the right-hand side for Frozen. Frozen. Oh, they've lost it to Jerry and Tet there. And Yugen with an opportunity, but not with balls like that. Gio will be happy to see them ones just come through to him like that. Plays it to Jay. Turns inside. Now to the right for Frozen, but it's ran out of pitch there. And the ball goes out for a throw-in. Definitely a little bit more cagey this half, but we'll see. Marega on the ball. Good work this by Marega, but he has ran into the immovable object of Borgar, and you don't want to do that. Now Do on the right-hand side. Tet is the only one to aim at. Borgar's trying to get up in support. Goes to the byline. Good work by Destran there just to woof it away from Do. Don't take any chances with a big hitbox like Do's. Believe me. Borgar. Now crosses it in high, but it was easy to head away for Chucky there. Steve. To Destran. Destran now. Great. Oh, almost a great ball by Destran, but just swung away from Frozen there. Borgar now on the ball on the right-hand side. He's running at Chucky. Chucky is over there to try and steal it off him, just to hold him up. It's good work to push him back inside. Tet now plays the ball in. Jay heads away. Yikes to Moon. Picks it up, and that's nicely held by Gio because it just dribbles through to him. Gio plays it long, finds Jinx. Jinx. Tackle by Yikes to Moon. Now you can have it back. Lindsay to Jerry. All of a sudden, this is looking like a game that could be heading to extra time, but there's still plenty of time in this half. I think both teams scared to really push forward in numbers, knowing that they could get caught on the counter. Yikes to Moon has been far too ambitious with that ball, and that's going to roll through for eWolves. Destran. Ooh. Almost fell into the path of Borgar. You don't want to be giving the ball away to Borgar too many times. Jinx now. It's good work by Jinx to gain an inch on Lindsay, but Lindsay decides a yellow card is worth it in that circumstance. Ball goes in, it's headed away. Tet picks up the loose ball. Plenty of space here for Tet. It deciding on what he wants to do. Decides to go to the right for Do. Now Do. Oh, Do's managed to push past Destran there. You seen that? He just managed to push past. Cuts inside. Tet's on the edge. Shoots. That's going to roll away for a corner. And, yeah, when you've got people like Borgar to aim at in the box, puts the ball in. And Tet's there at the back stick. Never mind Borgar. Tet is there at the back stick to bullet a header home. And, yeah, let's take another look at that. Dude puts it into that back stick. Yeah, I did say the B word. But it's subliminal messaging. Not quite. I guess it's not quite subliminal because I actually said it, but you know, it's the free bullet movement has finally started. But Chucky anyway on the ball, frozen. eWolves now back to square one almost. Oh, that's a good ball through to Marega, and oh, that's a big slide by Dap Dap. I'd say that's a good it's a good slide. Definitely a good slide. And Marega, oh, Marega with the free kick off the crossbar. Now frozen on the right-hand side. Crosses it in. It's touched down by Jinx, who shoots, but it curls away from the keeper's right-hand post. Could that Tet header be important? Could that be the winning goal? Blocked cross from Borgar by Chucky. Oh, that's fell kindly to Yikes Moon, who shoots, trying to catch Gio out. But Gio, who's turning into a decent keeper, is not going to be beaten by that. Jerry. Why I said that like a French person, I don't know. Borgar. Out to the left for Tet. Tet just decides, yeah, no issues with that. Absolutely no issues with that. Keeps possession for your side. Resets the play. Borgar. Out to the right for Do. Do turns. Plays it into Tet. Tet crosses the ball in. Jay heads away. Jerry crosses it in. Marega easily intercepts that. Jay completes the clearance. Finds Jinx. Frozen. To Marega. Marega to Destran. Destran back to Marega. Marega into the feet of Jinx, who tries to just thread it into Steve. But Tet seems to be all over. Oh, that's a mistake by Dap Dap, and Frozen is there. And Dap Dap is going to have to thank Jerry for helping him out there, because for a moment there, it looked like Frozen was about to unleash a shot. Do now goes to the byline. Borgar tries to hit it on the volley, but it's blocked. Jinx to Steve. Oh, that's a good turn by Steve, and he's got the wrong side of Dap Dap. Runs towards the goal. Steve there plays it to Frozen, who shoots. Saved by Johnny. Wasn't the best of shots by Frozen because it was right at Johnny, but Johnny had to be in the right position there. Marega to Frozen. Threads it to Jinx. Marega. This is good play by eWolves. Steve crosses it in, headed away. Marega on the edge shoots. It's blocked. Game coming to life now in the last quarter of this game. Dap Dap. Sorry, Dap Dap. Do. Borgar. To the edge for Yikester. Oh, that was a good through ball by Yikester, but just a little bit too much on it. I think Do was onside there as well. At the other end, Frozen has got the other side of Jerry, and Tet plays it to Jinx. Oh, Jinx thought the other eWolves player was close enough to him. I'm on fire. Yeah, I think it must be the old school commentating. The old Discord commentating. Do. Fart on the mic and slam it. I think you're on the wrong stream. You looking for them e-girl streams again? Puts the ball to Jinx, who takes a touch and shoots, and it's blocked. Now, Steve puts the ball in. It's headed away. Jay to Marega. Frozen. Blocked. And it's going to fall to Marega, who heads it up. And that's no nonsense from Yikester Moon. eWolves, e-girls, same difference. Well, people will be saying that after this. I think the thing for eWolves is they need to not panic. This game is a two-leg game. and they probably will have other players back in the second match. So let's see how these closing minutes go. Marega finds Steve, turns inside, plays it to Marega, who shoots, and Johnny makes a save. And they haven't completed the clearance here because Jinx has it back, plays it back, Frozen shoots, and then the header falls into the path of Johnny, who just saves it. What is going on there at the back for Yugen? Borgar turns, plays it back to Dap Dap. Yugen now just need to hold on to it. If they're not going to score again, they need to just be a bit more smarter on the ball, and that is not smart at the moment. I'm not sure the Kale was right with that. Jay to Jinx, trying to push his way through. Plays it to Steve, who shoots. Johnny makes another save, but he did close the angle well. If they do win this game, they're going to have Johnny to thank for it, definitely. Jinx to Marega. Touches it to Jinx. Crosses it in, and it's off the crossbar. And then Johnny makes a save off the rebound. Johnny turning into hero mode there. Wow, big save by Johnny off the rebound. But now the other end, Yugen, could they make things worse for eWolves here? Borgar. Borgar is not interested. He is not interested in crossing that ball in. Jerry. On the left. Goes to the byline. It's woofed. Oh, Tet missed it. But I think he just wants to let it run through to Johnny. Johnny to Tet. Tet does not want to mess around with it here. Back to Johnny. Johnny goes long. And there you go. Full time. Yugen 3. eWolves 2. And it was a good game. I think most people did expect a good game there. Yugen, yeah, I don't think a lot of people would have picked them to win this game. But I think when you saw the lineups before the game, this match was definitely more evenly matched than people thought. And Yugen have shown that and come away with a narrow win to take into the second leg. But it will be interesting to see what lineup is put out in the second match and see whether eWolves will go with a stronger lineup, which I suspect that they will now. But definitely a good match and well worth seeing. So stay tuned for that second leg. When that'll be, I don't have the sheet open, but I'm sure you will know in due course. I guess we do have some people in cooldown, so we can do some quick interviews. I was going to try to stream myself tonight and try and finish the damn losers bracket, which I've still got to finish. There's only 4 matches left, so it would only be a short stream. But we could drag some people in for some quick interviews. Onlyfans.com, Comrade J Touches. That's news to me, but yeah, I'm not going to complain if you do make some donations to that. You just never know what might appear in your inboxes. Borgar and Jerry are in cooldown, so we'll drag them in for Yugen, see what they made of the game. Hello, Borgar and Jerry.
Hello.
Thank you guys for joining me, and yeah, congratulations on the narrow win. It was a hard-fought game. We did expect this. It was very, very close. But you must have thought it was too good to be true when you were 2-0 up.
I mean, no, we expected the same thing to happen.
Look what happened last time. It happened before. Look what happened then. And now Arian just mentions it all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's true, actually. I guess you don't want the reputation as a team that bottles, and I suppose today that sort of went some distance to turning that around.
We had a really good goalkeeper, luckily. So
Yeah, I mean, you can say that again, and it was tough, really, because I thought Tet had a really good game today. He was everywhere, but Jerry, I mean, I think it's hard to really take it away from Johnny because, yeah, sometimes these games can be decided by the one goal, especially with two legs. So Yugen carrying that win into the second leg could be very important. So yeah, Johnny definitely probably deserves that man of the match for that reason just alone.
Yeah,
But
I'll be
yeah,
honest. I've aged 50 years in that game. It's to be honest, even if we lose the second one, at least I can always I have this one in my back pocket. So whenever Kane talks shit, I can throw it. I was going to say whenever Bullet talks shit, but rest in peace. Do you miss Bullet, JB?
I must have missed him that much. When Tet scored that goal, I said it was a bullet header, and everybody enjoyed that one in chat. So
Well, Tet
yeah.
did put on Cheat Engine before the game, so
So maybe I'm missing them, like, yeah, subliminally deep in my mind somewhere. But yeah, but I guess for Yugen, were you a bit surprised to not see Rock and Kime in this game, or did you know beforehand that they weren't playing?
no, we had no idea. But I was already halfway naked when I saw they weren't in the lineup today. I was like, yes, no more headers.
Yeah, well, it's definitely you can see for eWolves. I mean, I've said it all along. They need that spine of Chucky Kime and Rock playing every single game to give them the best shot. And yeah, you could see it really did affect the way that they played today. Not that it was a bad lineup. So it's it's not like knocking Yugen today. That you know, it was still a tough game, but they still had good players out there. But yeah, I think you've got to be happy when you don't see people like Kyman rocking the lineup who we know, are dangerous in the air, dangerous on the ground. It's always nice.
Quick shout out to Lindsay though. I felt like he had a really, really good game. I mean, he's not even been around a year yet, and now he's putting the clamps on Jinx.
Yeah.
He's on the way to the top. Probably the best Italian in the game already. Robbie Ferrer debate Yunan.
I mean, it's easily debatable. Yeah, I would agree that he's easily playing at the highest level. Robbie Ferrer, I think he gives obviously something different, and we can see that NT are making the best of him at the moment. But you are right in terms of like Lindsay is playing at this higher level, and he looks like he belongs, and so that easily that's a debate that people can have. Um,
Borgard, do
but
you have anything to say? Borgard, do you want any cool questions for JB or insight?
I'm not the interviewer.
Okay.
you
No,
can ask me a question if you want, but
Did you enjoy the game, JB?
I did, yeah. I only found out I was doing it like half an hour before because
You're eating
Arian said
sausage, Greg. What are you doing?
we need a commentator for it. So and I think Rhino. Well, I was playing unfortunately for Hydra earlier, and so like I was gonna have a break from streaming today, but
Do you want us to interview
yeah.
you about that game?
You could. Well, I don't really have much to say other than it really made me feel like being semi-retired in this game is definitely the right call at the moment because I do not enjoy league games anymore. They just are horrible. And yeah, I think I'm just happy for the time being to just be sat on the sidelines and enjoying the game as from a mostly neutral perspective. But
Oh,
sometimes we do
you
have.
have Yugen pajamas, don't you? You were rooting for us. You look at me on the pitch and say, "I want a slice of that cake," don't you?
Well, I can't lie. I've invested in Borgar coin. So
That's a good one, I heard.
um yeah, and obviously since you moved to Netherlands, the price has gone up. So I'm like kind of a millionaire now, but
I thought you were
you
going to
know.
say casino coin, and Ted was about to wet himself.
Well, to be fair, Ted did tell me about Casino Coin a long time ago, but because I I I didn't really even know how you invested in it because it wasn't on like the
I've
proper
got
markets.
270k of it. It's not moved a fucking inch. It's still just sitting there. So,
Yeah.
Ted, if I go bankrupt, I'm repossessing your assets.
Well,
gonna moan it.
maybe you just need get more people on board with it. Just more people buying it. We'll see.
iOS community. If you want to get rich, invest in Casino Coin. Not Borgar Coin. Casino Coin hits the post less. Certainly not Do Coin.
That's it. It goes right in the what do you call it? The slot. The coin slot.
Mate, these
um,
posts are just flying. You're on fire tonight. Jesus.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It must be the old school Discord commentating. I put it down to that. There's less pressure on me to check that me bald and head isn't like on show on the stream. So, yeah, there you go. Well, I guess I mean, it's probably a bit of a silly question because I know I always ask man of the match, but I'm guessing you guys are calling Johnny man of the match.
Can I give it to Johnny and Tet?
Oh, you can because it's not an official man of the match anyway.
Jerry
So
man of the
that's
match is Tet and Johnny, and I can cut it down the middle between them, and they
yeah.
can have a piece of it.
I think that's fair enough. Yeah, I thought Tet obviously scoring the winning goal, and I do think he was all over the pitch today, which we know he can play pretty much anywhere. So it's good to have players like that. And I know from having Tet in me teams in the past, he'd be the first person to say to you that he doesn't like that because he feels like his position's always at threat because he doesn't really have a position that he specializes in. But I do think there's something to be said about having players like that who can can fill in anywhere and help you out. But yeah.
Helps to Yugen because Borgar doesn't chat back the lazy cunt. So yeah. Am I wrong, Borgar?
To be honest, if you didn't notice, I did actually win a defensive header.
You did. You were in the box for corners. I saw you.
Yeah.
I didn't
There
want
you
to
go.
distract you though, so I didn't say anything on voice chat.
Yes.
Well,
How long we've been interviewing now? I feel like it's gone.
well, I was about to say that that'll probably be it from us, but yeah, I mean, congrats. It's going to be definitely one to watch out for in the second leg in terms of streaming priorities. So I'm sure we'll get that game streamed, and yeah, hopefully it'll be another close game, and we'll see what pajamas I'm wearing that day for who's to win. Because yeah, I've got many pairs of pajamas at the moment.
Bullet pajamas.
Not funnily enough, I don't have any NG pajamas. And yeah. So yeah, if NG want to donate me a pair, I'll put them in the bin when I get them. But I'm messing. I'm not biased towards NG. You know,
It's like that stream is cut, everybody.
yeah. Okay. All of a sudden I'm not a staff member anymore. Like that's it. Yeah. But no, I'll let you guys go because I'm sure Rhino has got stuff to do as well. And yeah, I'll see you all guys very soon.
Love you.
Bye bye now. So yeah, that was Jerry and Borgar, and to everyone who joined us, thank you once again. We had decent amount of viewer count, and join us again soon. Keep your eye out for the notifications. See you all in the next one. Arrivederci.